Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Black Ops 3 In Depth. In today's episode, I'm going to be showing you all of the wall run spots on the map Metro, or at least all of the valuable and practical ones. Though this is a mostly interior map, it does offer a lot of wall run spots, the obvious one being the backside of the billboard that everybody uses to launch from their spawn to one flank route or another, but I don't think that's a good one. You can run on the flat wall if you want to, it just takes a little bit more work, a little bit more boost. I always prefer to run on the outside, it's less crowded, and it offers you cover from anybody that's going to be on the interior. It's very useful for assaulting. I always chain it on the bottom wall, and I bounce off of the yellow sign and chain over to the enemy's wall. Now, I do not run on the inside of the advertisement because that's where they're going to be. I'll run on the outside and flank them. I can chain off of this advertisement or just pop right into their spawn when I want to. Very effective wall run chain, works on either side of the map. There's one down here that you can do. You can kind of wall run on the back of the spawn outside the combat zone. Does kill you, might save you. I want to show you the water and the ice that I'm standing on. Kind of surprising to most people, but there is a little spot of ice right here, so you can actually hop down and kind of camp or rest and let your health come back. A lot of water down here, so no worries if you fall off. It's not a high stress wall run, it's not such a big deal. And the sunken trains, I almost called them buses, are very easy to platform off of or onto, or I find it more useful to kind of boost off of them, to like boost slide onto things. I'll show you. I'll jump off of the yellow wall again here and land on the bus, and we can boost slide, and you can jump from the bus almost to the advertisement, but it usually just doesn't quite make it, and you end up kind of looking like a fool when you miss. Let me show you some of the other wall runs in this spawn. You can launch off of what I believe is the ticket counter and onto the front wall of your spawn. Works on both, I believe, red and blue sides. Easy to chain around to the complete opposite side of the map and just keep on going. It's basically a giant square over here. You can wall run on any of it. You can wall run on this blue thing right here and keep going if you want, or even a little bit on the fence. The fence is a little bit hard because it's wobbly and it has a low ceiling and a high ground, and it's kind of difficult. You can bounce off the trucks and all four surfaces of the Zurich coffee house. Of note, these I thought these were just artistic decorative panels, but you cannot wall run on those. These are more effective when you want to assault the interior building instead of just running across the middle like I'm doing. You can hit the wall and kind of wall run in. You can wall run off the white thing over here, and there's a lot of stuff down below you can run on. I don't know if it's super useful. You can wall run on these. The trash cans tend to bump you off, and you can also run on what I would call the interior and exterior lips of this room. You can kind of go ahead and just loop the room if you want to, and of course chain it to all the other stuff on the other side. Since this map is symmetrical, pretty much everything I'm showing you can do on either side of the map because they're 100% symmetrical. You can wall run on this side too. Not really useful. I don't know why this is more useful than running down here. A funny one though is this pole. I call it the stripper pole because you can get on it and spin around like 3 or 4 times in a row before you fall off. And no, you're not imagining it. I posted it on Reddit and it looks really ridiculous in third person. You can kind of pole turn on people and surprise them and throw them off, so maybe that's valuable, but let's get set up for our next spot. There's also a multitude of useful wall runs on the interior of the building, and you see these rounded corners right here. Those are a lie. These are useful rounded corners because it allows you to walk all the way around, but the other ones you cannot. So I'll show you the good ones first. You can just walk all the way around so long as you turn into the wall, chain it off of everything, but for some reason you can't run on this stupid train station schedule board like the departures and arrivals you can, but you can run through this weird TV, totally trip out your screen and keep on going. I don't know why that is. I literally have no idea why you can't run on those, but you can run on pretty much everything else up here. Of course, if I can get my own jumps. It doesn't do it automatically. It'll kind of bounce you off, so you have to use your boost meter to keep hopping from one to another, but it does work. And of course, you can't run on the green unusual surface. These on the inside are useful. You can use them. You can wall run off the beautiful male model to assault the B flag if you want to, or you can kind of chain your way all the way around these interior flat surfaces. In this in these in-depth episodes, you just need to kind of learn to treat everything that's a flat surface as a launch pad. Flat surfaces are not obstacles. Flat surfaces are your friend. They let you know where you can and can't wall run, so you can even go all the way across the other side like that. Very beneficial. You can just keep on chaining, and really the goal here is to use these to kind of distract or annoy your enemy. Not all of these are tactical or practical, and they can get you killed. You can also wall run off the little handrails here on the inside of the station and chain it to other stuff if you want to. But again, the goal here is that you can hit your enemies at unusual angles and kind of throw them off in places where they wouldn't normally be looking for you. Definitely wouldn't be looking for people up here, though you are very exposed. Guys, that is all for this episode of In Depth. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. The previous episode was on the KN-44 assault rifle, and the next episode I have to keep secret for now. Drifter out.